Hey boo, and welcome back to my channel, She Read That. My name is Denisha, and today, as the title implies, I'm going to be talking about the books that I read in January. Now I know what you guys are saying, Denisha, it's like almost the end of February. I know. But shout out to all the YouTubers out there that's keeping up on your content, because this is kind of hard. I did not realize these days they come up on you, and next thing you know, it's the next month. But I'm going to get better. I'm going to attempt to get better. I mean, that's all I can do, right? That's all we all can do. It's just know better and do better. But let's get into the books that I read last month. I had a pretty good reading month, so I have 4 books to talk to you guys about today. The first book that I read is You Got Anything Stronger, and this is by Gabrielle Union. It was published in 2021, and it's about 250 pages, give or take. And it's basically stories. It's You Got Anything Stronger, stories now with the extra shot of grace. And so if you guys don't know, Gabrielle Union, she has another book that she published first before this book, and it's We're Going to Need Something Stronger, or We're Going to Need More Wine, or something like that, something to do with alcohol and drinking and stuff. But this is her follow-up to that book. I, first of all, had to read this book because, one, I am a huge fan of Being Mary Jane. I was just so relatable. I was like, oh my God, this is great. And then Gabrielle Union, on top of that, she is the epitome of a Black woman, and I just feel like she really appears to have everything all together with the career and the family. And I, for one, I want to know, how, sis? How are we doing this? What are we supposed to do? What's the playbook? And so I think that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to get into this read. As I got into the read, she really uncovered some things that I was like, okay, I get it. You went through some things. Got it. And the other thing is her family calls her Niecy. And I thought that was pretty interesting too, because I too have a nickname that my family calls me. And I just think that I rated this book 4 stars because, again, totally relatable. Gabrielle, she really was given the vibes, auntie vibes, rich auntie vibes. And I could really see me just kind of calling her up, or, you know, hanging out with her and just having a great time. So definitely pick that up if you want a nice kind of light. It got heavy sometimes. Sometimes it did get heavy, but mostly a light read. Next, I read Spare by Prince Harry. This book was published this year, January 10th of 2023, and it's 410 pages. So a little bit on the longer side, but I did get through it. I did give this book 3 stars. Now, let me tell you why. Really was anticipating this book. I was like, yes, I gotta have it. Ever since I looked at the Netflix special, it was to the point where I said, yes, give me this book. I have to have it. I need details. I need to hear his side. I need him to go into the dirt. Did he do that? No, not exactly. A little bit, but not as much as I was anticipating him doing. Growing up, I did not really resonate with the death of Princess Diana, his mother, and it wasn't until recently when he became engaged to Meghan Markle, a Black American from LA. I was like, okay, Prince Harry, down with the swirl. Okay. And I really started to kind of pay attention to the royal family, but it wasn't until after that Netflix special that I was like, oh, that's what they're doing over there. And as I talked to others about the royal family, it occurred to me that I'm late to the party. Everybody else has been on board. They've been knew about this royal family, and I just didn't. This just wasn't something that I tuned into. Maybe I was too caught up on Beyonce or something. I don't know. But I did not tune into the royal family. But during the book, you got some insight into his birth. You know, the what do you call it? The royal family, the structure of the family, with his dad being well, right now he's the king, because everybody know what happened to the queen. But with his dad, and then how his mother came into play, and then the children that they had, what their role are in the royal structure, as well as their kids' kids. So that leads you into the title Spare, because King, look at me trying to build a tree. King Charles is the next in line from the Queen, and then after that it's Prince Williams. Y'all leave a comment and let me know if I'm wrong, because I'm still learning. I'm trying to understand how this works. And then if something happens to Prince William and his kids, then that's when it would go to Harry. But I think at this point he's denounced all of that stuff. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I only gave it 3 stars just because I wasn't interested in the war stuff. I actually skipped over a lot of that part because I just wasn't interested. I wanted to get to the mess. Why are they messing with your family? Why are they messing with your wife? But one thing that I did get out of this book is that that boy misses his mama, and it is very apparent in his words and how he spoke about her and the things that he had to go through without her, that he's definitely missing his mom. And he really, the love story of him and Megan, I resonated with that, and I thought that that was pretty cool. I enjoyed reading through that, and at the end of the day, Harry said, yo, take all of this away. Just give me my family. And I was like, yeah. That was it for me. So outside of that, I probably would give it 2 stars, but that's what I enjoyed about that book. On to the next book. Did I tell y'all I was in a new book club? Shout out to the chapter chicks out there. What it do? What it do? New book club alert. So I want to talk to you guys about the book that I read for book club. Miss Pearlie's Girls by Rashonda Tate Billingsley. This was published in February of 2022, and it's about 320 pages. And this story is about 4 sisters. So you got Maxine, the older sister. You got Star and Stella, who are twins. And then you have Leslie, who is the baby girl. And so they're all dealing with their mama, Pearlie, being hospitalized. Stop me when the story starts sounding familiar. Just stop me here. So they are dealing with their mama, Pearlie, being in the hospital. And the sisters, all this stuff comes just out of the woodwork about the family and what's going on. And then there's a huge secret between Leslie, baby girl, and Maxine, the older sister. Okay, if you haven't gotten it by now, the family effed my husband, Big Mama's arm, Mama, you know I love you. Okay, it was giving me all the soul food vibes, and I was okay with that. I did give this book 4 stars as well, just because the story was warm and fuzzy. It felt like a big hug, but it definitely was giving soul food vibes, even to the point where towards the end of the book there was some type of celebration and the 4 sisters are dancing to the Boyz II Men Mama song. I'm like, of all the mama songs that y'all could have danced to, that's the one y'all chose? Y'all just want us to relate this to soul food, right? Anyway, one of the quotes from the book that really resonated with me was, don't be so busy building a life and forget to live. Ooh, don't be so busy building a life that you forget to live. Baby, it touched a real G. It touched me. The last book that I read was My Money, My Way by Kimiko Love. aka the Budget Mom. Have y'all heard about the Budget Mom? I hadn't before, but you know, perusing around in YouTube, you know, you learn different things. And one of the YouTubers that I follow, she is into budgeting. She's into the envelope budgeting. And as I began to look at a lot of her videos, I realized that she was following some of the same principles of the Budget Mom. And so I said, well, let me check out this Budget Mom and see what she's talking about and see what's going on over there. And it was good. It was good. I actually gave this book 5 stars, my only 5-star read for January. And it was published in February of 2022. And it is 256 pages. And it's known as like a self-help financial book. But she really just kind of walked through some of the early stages, some of her early mindset when she developed this envelope method of budgeting. And so she's a single mom. She just decided enough is enough. I know better. I'm gonna do better, all the things, and she's doing it. And so I really am glad I picked up this book. I think it's one of those books where you should own the copy so that you can really kind of take your time with it and make some notes and highlight and tab. What do they call it? Annotate in the Bookstagram world. So you want to annotate this book right here because she's the one. But yeah, that's what I read. Thank you for making it this far in my YouTube video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this video, and share this video with a friend that you think may enjoy some of the books that I mentioned here.